Yo, what's up guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Underdog Reacts and I watch Caddyshack 2 with the tagline, "The Shack is back." um, yeah, this was definitely an enjoyable movie. I might even say that this one was a bit more funny than the first one. A bit more fun. Slightly. Yeah, let's just start with this movie. We see 6 people walking away from a golf hole, and we see then the flagpole move, and then it's now laying on the ground. There's something starts to move, yeah, well, then towards the camera, you know, and then the camera backs up, and it backs up over a pond, and then at the pond it goes it goes through the pond to the other side, and it continues there, which was pretty funny to see. Now it goes further, and we see some people golfing in the backyard. And then we see the sign that with country club, whatever its name, blah blah blah. And there's a flower bed in front of that sign with tulips. And we see that thing coming closer. We see it coming from the right. And it's coming closer, and it stops in a flower bed, and then one of the tulips goes down, and the gopher comes up, and it scratches, then looks up to us, and then it starts to dance or something, and it got back down because the golf ball for title came up. And we're also gonna leave that because if you want to know what's happening next, watch the movie yourself. This was definitely an enjoyable movie. I really liked it. No, wait, it also blew a kiss at us before the title screen came. One of the caddies in here, Harry, I recognized him when we finally got a better look of his face. I finally recognized him. We've seen him in Weekend at Bernie's. He's one of the 2 guys two of the main guys, which is very funny to see him again in the movie. If you haven't seen my Weekend at Bernie's review, it's on the channel. Yeah, we've done both of the movies, Weekend at Bernie's 1 and 2. Enjoyable movie. And if you haven't watched the movies yet, go watch the movies. They're enjoyable, in my opinion. But 2 caddies, and they were fired. If you fire me, because they get now golf carts are coming beginning of the next year, so they're not needed anymore. So they're basically fired. Well, dude, if you fire me, and I think they're still playing golf, I drop your golf clubs and I'm out of there. I don't care. I don't have to carry him anymore. One of the main characters in this movie is Jack, who is the father of Kate. I don't know where the mother is. Maybe she's dead. Maybe they're just divorced. I don't know. I don't think we got the information from that. But as far as we know, he's a single father. And he has a crazy ass lawyer. His lawyer is Jesus Christ, dude. um, Jack was sued, and now the two guys were talking to his lawyer at his lawyer's office. And they basically threatened him for, oh yeah, we sent everything after you, blah 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 blah. And then he said, okay, and this is my method. I found out where you live, and he starts to scream in their face about beating down the door with a baseball bat, and something with the dog in it. I don't even know if they have a dog, And then he grabbed him by the collars, and pulled him closer, and started to scream more. And then, the door opened, we were now outside of the office, the door opened, and then he came in doorway and so, and now get out, something, don't make me more mad, or don't make me mad, this is my sweet talk, or something like that. But if that's his sweet talk, I don't know. I don't want to know how he sounds when he's angry, because that was funny, That was funny. In the movie, there was a scene where Jack rode a horse. And first of all, he was farting on the horse. We heard some fart noises. And oh yeah, your horse has some gas problems. Oh yeah, that was not the horse. Dude, why are you farting on a horse? Why are you farting on an animal? But apparently, well, he called that horse dog food. So, by my understanding, that the horse's name is dog food. Or that's just a nickname that he gave it. Come on, dog food. Or something like that, And that horse, the sounds that it makes, it just sounds like Scooby-Doo. which is pretty funny to hear. If you haven't watched my Scooby-Doo reviews, go watch them. We watched them this October, so we watched both movies with, I think the second one was with Sexy Velma. Anyway. Jeez, I can't read my own handwriting. Yeah, Kate, she saw how Harry was handled by Todd, who was, one of the guys that he's from the family that tries to sue Jack, he's the son. And Kate saw how Todd was how he handled Harry, how he talked to Harry, and then Todd asked her, "Oh, do you want to go back to the party?" And she said, "No, I want to go home," And then she said, "Oh yeah, I'll drive you home, and maybe we can stop by blah 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 because here's a party." Okay, you see how Todd handled Harry, and you still want to go with Todd. See, this is one thing I don't get about women, And that's also the famous saying, nice guys finish always last. Because, he acted like a fucking dick, and still she wants him. What? Luckily, at the end, she saw how her friend Miffy was, and she dumped him. Who was the sister from Todd? No surprise. At the golf club, at the golf course club, country club, at the country club, they had, there was whatever, something party or whatever, anniversary, I don't know. And for something fun, they had slaves. It's like the concept of buy a man and the man is is yours for a day. Go on a date or whatever. Talk with him, for stuff like that. We've seen it in other movies and all. So it's not really slaves, but it's more like servant, which is basically a slave, a paid slave, better paid slave. But and there were 11 candidates, and Jack bought them all, for I think $11,900, stuff like that. And now all those rich snobs have to work on this construction site, which, that's what they get. For being so snobby, it's nothing wrong if you're being rich, but it's another thing if you're being rich and you're being a snob, or being just an absolute dick. Eventually, Jack bought the golf course from Ty, who's played by Chevy Chase, whatever. Pierce from Community. And he bought he bought the country club and the golf course and shit, and he made it into a kind of a golf theme park, which looked very nice actually. If it was real, I want to visit it then, because it looked cool, in my opinion, But obviously, those rich snobs didn't like it. Fuck them, Overall, it was a good movie. I think I will give it a 4 out of 5. I definitely enjoyed this one. Sorry. Go watch the movie yourself. Leave likes, recommend a good movie, golf-related movie or sport-related movie down below in the comment section. Subscribe to the channel. Check out my second channel, Underdog Eats, where I do food, drinks every week from time to time. Also some alcohol. On my third channel, Underdog Reacts, where I do primarily music. Link down below in the description. And I'll see you guys next time.